All right, welcome everybody. It's good to see everyone here virtually, but hopefully sooner rather than later, we can all get out of this virtual experience. I am State Senator Vincent Hughes. I'm joined by my colleague, Representative Derisha Parker, who's a longtime veteran state legislator of about 2 months, 3 months now. All right, good to see you, Derisha. And you know, it's a lot going on from all kinds of perspectives as we continue to work our way through this pandemic and try to bring our lives back to normal, but better than normal, quite frankly. We wanted to take this moment out to make this a public announcement because it's always important that when we have such an environment where in some cases we feel like we're losing hope, that we have certain situations that need to be lifted up that in fact represents not only hope, but represents opportunity and represents the opportunity for transformation. And that's what we have right here. We have worked very closely with some of the folks you're going to hear from very shortly, but they have been longtime members of the Philadelphia community and this region, and they have always been in the business of giving back and making a difference. They have established through their organization, Philadelphia Youth Basketball, the Alan Horwitz Six-Man Center, which is located in the 4200 block of Wissahickon Avenue. And in that Alan Horwitz Six-Man Center, they are going to be not just doing basketball, but they're going to be utilizing basketball as the hook to bring young people in to deal with the other issues that can help transform their lives. Education, financial literacy, development, social services, connecting to community and giving back in all kinds of ways. We believe that that's vital. We believe that that's necessary. We believe that to move our community forward, that we have to make these kinds of investments. So without any further ado, we work very closely with Governor Wolf, who sees the value of this, sees the value of these kinds of investments. Governor Wolf, with not a whole lot of encouragement because he gets it real quick, gets it real simply, has signed off on a $1 million grant to Philadelphia Youth Basketball to further the construction of the Alan Horwitz Six-Man Center. And I'm gonna do the virtual passing of the check. Kenny, are you ready for this? Kenny Holzman, are you ready for this? I'm gonna do the virtual. We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna pass it off. There it is. All right, and we're gonna receive it. Kenny's gonna receive it. Okay, on his side of the picture, and we'll just hold it. Kenny, you hold yours up as well. All right, and that represents a $1 million contribution and investment from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to Philadelphia Youth Basketball for the establishment of the Alan Horwitz Six-Man Center. And we want to congratulate Philadelphia Youth Basketball and their commitment and their willingness to make an investment and establish this program. We think it's necessary. We think, as I said before, it's a way to move community forward. And just so that we're clear, there's a lot of competition for these grants, for these investments, for these dollars. Lots of competition. But this one was able to rise above most of the rest and to secure this $1 million grant because of what it does. It invests in distressed neighborhoods, it invests in communities, and it makes a strong commitment to young people utilizing a sport that we all love, basketball, as the hook to transform lives of those young people and the communities that they live in. So, Kenny, congratulations. Congratulations to all our friends at Philadelphia Youth Basketball. And I turn the check over to you. Now I'm going to turn the mic over to you. Go ahead, sir.
Senator Hughes, this is just a really special moment for us. We have built a genuine public-private partnership with your leadership as the dean, the most senior elected official that our city has in Harrisburg. We are forever grateful. And I don't think it was a hard sell for you because you understand what it takes for young people to thrive and for communities to be empowered and to self-determine. So to you, State Representative Teresha Parker, Governor Wolf, and the entire Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, we are just so appreciative for a genuine public-private partnership. We believe our center is going to help thousands of young people, families, and the community with experiences for them to really transform and take hold of their lives. We think that young people are serious assets. They need to be invested in and nurtured and given hope. So their gifts and talents can surface for their highest and greatest purposes, which is substantial. We understand that this award, and you had said this, it's a competitive process. Resources right now are not abundant. And the fact that you saw the youth development, workforce, and leadership development and community empowerment potential in our work is just overwhelming and deeply satisfying. So here's what we have for the time horizon. December of this year, we're going to break ground on a $25 million holistic center. It will be the absolute best of its kind in the country, right here in our city, in your senatorial district, and in Representative Parker's district as well. We think we are accessible to every neighborhood in the city, every neighborhood in the region. We're going to break ground with the largest complement of Black-owned businesses, Black workers, and Black apprentices that has ever been seen in this city in any project of magnitude. And we're doing that because we serve predominantly lower income kids of color. We are an organization that's doing our work with the community, and the ability to be a model of excellence to not only have young people and families of color use the center, but to co-create it and build it with us is exactly our intention, and we're going to carry through with that. We look forward to being with you 12 months beyond that. It's about a 12-month construction project. So in December of 2022, it's going to be a grand opening for thousands of kids and families for the next 100 years to come. So thank you so much. And I get to pass the ball to Kyle Lafferty and Zaire Daniels, one of our top coach mentors and a great young person. So
there you go. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. That's $1 million just moving around.
On behalf of all PYB students, thank you, Senator Hughes, for your support. This grant will help make our future home, the Wissahickon Center, a reality.
Yes, thank you so much, Senator Hughes. Building a home of our own has always been a vision of PYB, and this grant will make that happen. The center will support thousands of young people and their communities for decades to come. We look forward to welcoming you and all of Philadelphia when our doors open.
Right. All right. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Kathy, I think you're next, Kathy Lindsay. You don't get a check, though. You don't get a check.
I'll let the check stay with Kyle and Zaire. Thank you. As you've heard, Philadelphia youth basketball is bigger than ball. The program focuses on building skills on and off the court. We blend on-court skill development and instruction with off-court learning, focused on leadership development, character building, civic dialogue, and financial empowerment. As State Senator Hughes said, the hook is basketball. And once we get them in the program, they receive high-impact, holistic youth development. The six-man center will allow us to serve 7 to 8 times more young people than our current site. And this RACP funding is ultimately an investment in our youth, particularly our youth from under-resourced families and neighborhoods. And unfortunately, we're all too familiar with the tragedies that occur when our young people do not have opportunities or resources. The Sixth Man Center is a safe space that our young people will have to be able to learn, grow, and of course, play basketball. As Kenny said, it's a state-of-the-art facility featuring first-rate technology, sports facilities, classrooms, and nutritional food options. Thank you, Senator Hughes. Thank you, Representative Parker, for leading the efforts and investing in a safe space for our young people. PYB is dedicated to helping young people reach their full potential as students, positive leaders, athletes, and members of our community and members of our city. The Sixth Man Center will make these efforts possible for thousands of children in the years to come. And of course, our approach, like Kenny said, to the Sixth Man Center is rooted in doing so by, for, and with the community. And with that, I'd like to say thank you again to Senator Hughes and Representative Parker and pass it over to Representative Parker.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will lead off with a quote. Be the best version of yourself in anything you do. You don't have to live anybody else's story. And that is by Steph Curry. I know he's not from Philly, but I just had to just drop a basketball quote. I just want to say to everybody, you know, as I'm talking about a positive outcome, I'm very humble with the fact that Nicetown is selected where it's going to be. By its history, everyone may not be aware, Nicetown with the zip code of 19140 has the highest level of asthma amongst African-American children. And you're looking at a person who has asthma. So I am definitely a champion to make sure that we have something positive come in that zip code. Our children are our future, and we need to make sure that we don't talk it, that we make sure we invest. And the proof right now is in the pudding, that we are making sure that we let them know that there's individuals like us that are politicians, and we are making sure that we have a safe space for them to be somebody else's sixth man. So I'm very happy to be here today. I'm looking at the two gentlemen. Can you please show me and teach me how to do a hook shot or a slam dunk? Because I'm feeling kind of, you know, the fact that I am a female, I can wear a sweatsuit and put on some sneaks. So if it's in my district, I'm going to challenge you at least have a basketball clinic for somebody and myself and my family and family and friends, so you can at least show us how to do a hook shot. I know my father wore a leather helmet, but I just want to at least be able to get the opportunity to make a slam dunk. I mean, can we get a slam dunk for Rep. Parker? But today it's all about the children. It definitely is about the children, because it is our future. And Senator, I didn't share with you, but I was recently just named as chair of economic development on the Commerce Committee in the House. So when we're talking about commerce and we're talking about economics, and Kenny said it best, that he just did a slam dunk when you talk about how African-American contractor, African-American apprentices, African-American builders is going to be in our district, and we're doing it together, Senator. So thanks for letting me be a part of history, because it's not just his story, it's her story as well. So thank you. Yes,
very much our story. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody for coming together. Success, what do they always say? Is teamwork makes the dream work, right? And what we know is when the team comes together, the team will win. And we got to win. We got to be successful. We got to come together. You know, as we celebrated yesterday, President Biden signing the American Rescue Plan, which is going to mean a significant amount of investment in families and neighborhoods all across the city, all across the state, all across the country. We also, unfortunately, had to come to grips with some additional loss of life as a result of despair, loss of hope, loss of opportunity, and especially with our young people. This makes this investment that much more important. This makes this investment that much more important as we establish a place, a state-of-the-art facility where young people and their families can come enjoy America's greatest game, basketball. That's how I feel about it. America's greatest game, basketball, and get so much else wrapped around them. As Kofi said, basketball is just the hook. The athletics is just the hook to get these young people, like the young man right there, into the room, into the building, and quite frankly, in our clutches, so we can love them embrace them, and do everything else that they need to transform the rest of the world. So we thank everybody. We appreciate you all for doing this. Tell my man Alan, I couldn't let him hold it all by himself. I had to step up and help out a little bit. And thank you, Governor Wolf, to Derecha Parker, Representative Parker. But a special thanks. We cannot leave this without saying thank you to Governor Wolf, because he signed off on this and said this is the right way to go.